Pitching is going to be a big focus for us. You know, we finished last year with a team ERA above 6, and that really hurt us. We do lose some guys that were key components of last year's team, but we played a lot of younger guys last year, and we're really excited about the younger guys that we have in our program. We've been really focusing on our energy level and the pace of play. And even last year, as bad as a season as for us we thought it was, you know, we played 7 conference series. We won 4 of the 7 conference series that we played. Our problem was that we got swept twice. And in conference play, you can't get swept. You got to find a way to win a ball game over the course of 3 games. And getting swept by Arcadia and getting swept by Alvernia really put us in a tough spot. So we've just been really positive with a young group. You understand that mistakes are going to be made, but the energy level, the work ethic, and the leadership with this group has been fantastic, and we're pretty excited to get the ball rolling again. Sure, Kyle Gable is a second-year captain, so from a leadership perspective, the guys really look up to him. He's very detail-oriented. He's very team-oriented. You know, he's been our starting shortstop now for the 4th year. We've really been blessed. 4 years of Kyle Gable, 4 years of Matt Vinagro, and before that 4 years of John Kaleda, who I missed by a year. So Kyle's really good. He's really good on the base pass. He's a very heady baseball player. He has very competitive at-bats. So we're really excited to get a 5th year out of him. And from a leadership perspective this year, he's been fantastic with a really young group with 24, 25 freshmen and sophomores and only 3 seniors. All 3 of our seniors have provided great leadership, but Kyle in his 2nd year as captaincy has really helped us out. Aaron's a plus defensive outfielder with a good arm. He has competitive at-bats. He's a blue-collar kid, works really hard. Luke, this is going to be basically his 3rd year starting as he got into the starting lineup late as a freshman. He has very good at-bats, stays inside the baseball really well. We're really excited to get Alex Holbert back. Alex played 7 games last year for us before a back injury held him out for the rest of the season. He had over 500 on-base percentage in the 7 games as our leadoff hitter to start the year, and just every at-bat he has is a competitive, grinded-out at-bat. He gets hit by pitches, he walks, he battles, he's a plus defensive center fielder. He's what college athletics is all about too, because he's a 3.9 bio pre-med major, an RA on campus. So we're super excited to get Alex back in the fold. On the bump, we're excited. Chris Davis is coming back from a meniscal tear in the soccer championship game, but we hope to have him back during the Florida trip and get him back going. We get Terrace Letnochin back after taking a year off. He went 7-2 for us as a freshman. And we played a lot of sophomores last year. You guys like Dylan Manning and Nick Gula. And so we're pretty excited about where we're at. We think we have some pretty talented guys in those younger classes, especially positionally. Obviously, we've got to go out there and do it with a young group. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to kick some balls. Mentally, at times, we're going to have to really work to get these guys on the same page. But that's what we've been focusing on from day one is the mental aspect of the game, energy, a positive attitude, pace of play. And so going down to Florida, those are the big keys that we're looking for. If we can do that from a talent perspective, I think we can compete a little bit better than we did last year. We're going to play a lot of lineups down in Florida. We're going to have a lot of competition at catcher. We've got a lot of options there. Frank Canusa has gotten a lot better. He's worked his tail off. He was elected as a team captain as a junior, so there's a lot of respect for what Frank does, and I really respect how hard Frank works. At third base, there's going to be a lot of competition. We got 2 seniors competing there as well in Vaclav Hasek and Ian Smith. And there are a number of other different guys, Ryan Shirk, Ryan Shamp. I know I'm missing some guys, Tyler Weary, Ryan Haggerty. So there's going to be a lot of competition, and so we're just going to play a lot of different lineups when we get down to Florida and see what happens. At second base, we're pretty excited about the offense that Park Martin can bring to that position. Last year, he became the starter late in the year. He had 6 doubles and limited at-bats. He's got some pop. He has plus at-bats. He's got a great swing. We're really looking forward to seeing what he can do, hopefully over the course of 40 games. And then in the outfield, you know, I think we have a chance to be a really good defensive outfielding team. Tyler Weary is probably going to slot into the outfield, who can really run with Alex Holbert back, solidifying center field for us. We can bump Aaron Ron or Dylan Manning into right field, Sean Jones at times when Sean's not DHing. So, you know, I think there's going to be a lot of different lineups, and then it just depends on who plays the best down in Florida. Because when we come back, you know, who knows what's going to happen with the weather. So we might be in a situation where we're playing a pretty compact schedule in a short amount of time. So Florida is going to be kind of a gateway to see how those positions get figured out. The big thing for us is competing a little bit better on the mound in terms of throwing strikes. You know, we hit too many guys, we walked too many guys last year. We would get 2 outs in an inning and we'd give up multiple runs. We had too many innings where we couldn't limit damage. You know, we'd go out there and instead of giving up 1 or 2 runs, we'd give up 5, 6, or 7 runs. You know, just thinking back to the start of the season, multiple run innings killed us. We'd get 2 outs and the next thing you know, you're at a 5 spot or an 8 spot, and that just can't happen. And some of that came with the inexperience to some extent that we were throwing out there on the mound last year. So, but we're excited about this group. I think I can honestly say this is the most velocity we've had on the staff in a while. Like I said, like you said, Zach Tomasco, this is the first time he's really just focused on pitching alone, and he's got some velocity. Sean Jones has some velocity, a freshman for us. Reggie Masciarelli has some velocity. And then we've got a lot of guys that can really pitch. You know, Terrace is going to throw a ton of strikes. Chris Davis throws a ton of strikes. Freshman Kevin Elwell throws a lot of strikes. Nick throws a lot of strikes. And Dylan Manning's made a bit of a velocity jump, and he's got a great sinker. He gets great angle being 6'4", and he's a plus athlete. So as long as we can throw strike one and limit the amount of free bases that we get and show a little bit more, especially in our younger guys, mental toughness as a group, when we get 2 outs, bearing down, not letting up, we're pretty excited about what our staff is capable of. Now they have to go out and do it on the field, and we're working with a group of guys where we don't have a single senior pitcher on the staff, so we're working juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. I think that's only going to make us stronger going forward, and what I expect is that we'll get better over the course of the year.